Hello, hello, hello. How are the levels, Jimmy? Speak to me, Jimmy. Speak to me, Jimmy. Give it to me straight, bud. Do I sound great, or do I sound like a total fucking douchebag? Another time then, a few years ago, by few I mean 2016-ish, a buddy of mine and some randos were going to Antarctica looking for things like this cone-shaped anomaly. Well, at the time, I thought Antarctica was really the heart of the mystery. Scouring the satellite imagery and dropping pins on anything we found strange, like this. Random anomalies, and coming to the conclusion that something is amiss. Now, since then, I have learned much, and it's interesting to go back and visit this. I wouldn't even know really what to make of any of it. And so the point is not to try to tell you what's going on here, or try to even, I don't even have a theory approach. The approach isn't to come back here and tell y'all what's going on. Come down the mountain and say, hey, y'all, this is what's going on. I don't know. But something is amiss in many things. Now, it could be that this footage is just doctored. It could be that it's fake completely. It could be that it's just a red herring, that little stuff is added in there to just throw us off. It could be completely 100% real. I don't know, but something's weird. I mean, in any of those scenarios, something's weird, right? Whether the photography is fake, whether photography is real and baffling, whether there is really a bunch of fantastic, strange things down there we're being lied to, or whether they're inserting strange things in there to throw us off, or whether or not it's real. Any one of those solutions is bizarre and worth more people looking, and that's all that this is. So in order to enforce it, I'm basically letting it run on this tour. There are thousands of sites that we've dropped. A little bit embarrassing. If there's anything that piques your interest and you want to know more, shoot me the timestamp on the video in the comments, and I will give you the coordinates, because I'm open book about this stuff. These are all dropped somewhere between 2016 and 20. But the historical imagery goes back sometimes 2012. And the meter adjusts. So to when the pin was dropped, it will go to that date. Now, nowadays, if you look at some of these coordinates, some of these things, there's snow covering it, or they're not there anymore, or sometimes they are there, or sometimes they've changed and they're different. You know, it's all over the place. There's no consistency. Now, pareidolia, as you may know from certain things I posted, is when you see faces and things that aren't there, or you see shapes and patterns that are not there. You can do it looking at the clouds. You can do, it's just a mind thing, and it's definitely real. And there's many times where you look at things in satellite footage and you think, oh my god, that is clearly a Spartacus-type Roman riding the back of a Styracosaurus armed with a javelin, and he's wearing a feather-plumed hat. And it may look just like that, but it probably isn't. Or then the image will change and shift, and you'll see, oh, never mind, it's just a boulder. So I'm aware of that too. I'm aware of all the naysayers. I'm aware of all the things that can be pointed out that's wrong with it, okay? As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to look at the notes from each pin drop. As you've noticed, I've turned the pin drops actually off. I just want to approach it with fresh eyes and see if it's anything we can see. Like, I don't know what initially this was, or what we thought it was, but we dropped a pin on it because somebody thought it was mysterious or interesting. And so I just thought, since I have it all, and I need to get off my chest because there's so much I need to share, that I just need to get it out there somehow. This is the best way I can figure out how to do it. Rather than go do each spot painstakingly and be like, well, this is what appears to be right there. Ain't nobody got time for that. This may not even be interesting to most of you, but I wanted to put it out there in case anybody is interested. And if I had an official statement to make, it's something's fucky in Antarctica. For example, this one here. You see, this is what we call a cable line, right? This is stretched right here. There are these all over. You probably get real tired of these cable lines because we tagged all of them. We tagged everyone we saw. See, here's another one. Now, is it a cable line? I don't know. They stretch for miles and miles and miles. Often they're cut off with weird like filters, or their origin or where they end up is kind of shielded, as you'll see, but I don't know. Maybe it just seems where the pictures lined up. They didn't line up quite even together, you know? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be looking at. All I know is we thought these things were funky a few years ago. And they are. I mean, let's this rectangle up here. Oh, sorry. I should have stopped it. There shouldn't be rectangles. We're told there's just some ice and some sea creatures, there's nothing much here to see, right? We're told that there's 1,000 people working here at any given time. You can go get a little tour or whatever. But this is the kind of stuff that we would stop and look at. Like, what is this? And I know this frame rate stuff, these different layers of pictures. But they will block stuff off with these various, oh, we'll allow this part through in this year, and we'll allow this part through in this year. And I think what we're looking at here is a shadow of something that looks rather blocky, and it's been cut off. I mean, they won't let you look at it pretty blatantly, too. I mean, that's really terrible. They don't really hide that either. And so even that is weird, though. Like, if it's just snow down there, then why can't we see pictures of it? Why do we get to cut it off, And that right angle looks, looks a little suspicious is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just being a little suspicious is all I'm doing. I trust nothing, and neither should you. But in any case, this is an interesting bit to see now. What did we think this was interesting here? Oh, yeah, the cable. It does. It's cutting right across all the snowdrifts here. That's an easy one. I'm going on break. Again, the cable with the mystery partition covering it up, or from some other layer of photography. Either way, either total failure on their part or total censorship and total failure. But it seems particular. See this one? Look at this. This is embarrassing. That's how clear this footage is, and they overlay this blurry, whatever, the cloud cover covering where this cable is going. I'm not saying they're covering the cable. I'm saying they're trying to cover areas. I don't know. I'm guessing that this is what we thought was a pyramid. I mean, it certainly looks like a 3-sided pyramid to me. I don't know. I suppose that could be natural, but I don't know. Either way, pyramid. Go ahead, buddy. We seen you. Move on. Kind of goes at its own rate, doesn't my... It's not for no man unless I intervene. And this, I have no idea. I guess I see the glint off the snow here looking rather pea greenish, but I'm not sure what we thought was suspicious there. And, like I said, some of this photography has changed. Some of the footage has changed. I mean, maybe somebody, was really zoomed in there once and they thought this was the entrance to an underground sea portal. But that would be going into a confirmation bias. Whereas I'm looking for something, and I just want to go with fresh eyes. This is the shadow that's really funny, I'd say. Implying something, I don't know what could be casting that low of a shadow, but that point of a shadow, I should say. And here you go again with the cable stretching across the land and disappearing into a blanket of weird digital fog. Ooh, be terrified. Can't say I know for certain what this was supposed to be. A row of weird things here? That's not weird. Right. Cable peeking out, coming from the void. Always with this crappy, two-tone, it's like a layer from a different year or something, a different image. I don't know if I can get it straight. Now, this is bizarre. Okay, this one, this has to be a mistake. I mean, it looks like the dollar bill, eye, right? Like the Illuminati pyramid, but it's not because there's another eye here, you see? So what is this? I don't know. Besides a furious sea creature peeking out from the depths, I mean, this is a piece of paper or a photograph that somehow got overlaid in this, I think. And that would explain the eye. You see what I'm saying here? The eye here. The eyelashes, or the eyebrow, and the eye here, and it happens to be a pyramid, of course, the one seeing eye, but I can't tell if this is just a picture they got somehow confused up in here, or if this is some sort of joke. Get real. What is that? It's clearly, not there, what we're seeing. And here again, you have this other eyeball here. I don't understand how this could even be mixed up in here, but it is. It's very strange. And actually, if you adjust the historical imagery bar, it doesn't really change. It will fade. Here they've sort of locked part of it off, but there it is still. It's so bizarre. And I remember this one. I don't know what. I mean, the line itself alone is very weird. What is this blue line? I mean, one would think it would be just the world's straightest canal. This is just a mystery, and it looks like these tracks of something right across the eye. Somebody's playing jokes. That's the best I got. Either that, or there's a demon, a massive demon, peering from beneath the ice cap. Your move, Ice Demon. Here again, you have the pyramid shape, right? And you have an eyeball. If you see that, the curve of the eye here, right? It's an oval eye, like a slit, like an almond-shaped eye. And then the eye. And then and it's in a triangle. What the fuck is that? I mean, that's just too weird, right? I can't be the only one seeing that. So I don't know what's going on with this. It's just some sort of game somebody's playing. Maybe. But this area is weird anyway. I mean, this is probably some sort of iron oxide on the top here. They say that's what happens. That's what they say. But there are areas, and remember this color, because there are areas where it ain't so orange. It looks like something else. We'll see if we get to those. Because like everything I do, this is probably going to be a multiple part series because there's so much information in this. I mean, look, it's like 6 hours of this. Who could do this for 6 hours? I don't know what we were supposed to be looking at here. I really don't. Just gonna adjust the view, maybe. Well, just spin around here. Disturbance, but nothing really definitive can be said. So, yeah, forget about it. We'll go ahead and move right along. Weird angle, too. You can see the emptiness of space. It's so empty, but so full of such emptiness. And this is, okay, what we're looking at here is you see the corners here? These corners that get cut, like they're blocking something. See that? What is the rest of this structure, I'd like to know? Yes. And how about this one here? And why the block? Why the censorship? If it's just penguins down there.
Curious and curious. What? What do I know? Sure they have their reasons, right, guys? They care about us so much. So benevolent.
Let's see. Not certain what we thought we were seeing here. Maybe this might be a terrible video, actually. So it might just me going, I don't know. But maybe you see something I don't. Sometimes you go back through these, you'd be surprised. At times I've watched a movie I made, and I'm like focusing on one thing over here, and I'm like, how am I ignoring the thing over there? So maybe someone will get something out of this. I mean, that's what it's all about in my mind. And, go ahead, roll the clip, Jimmy. Here we have evidence of a man-made something. Square. Not very natural. And here we have, what looks like the wire framing of some sort of tent or pyramid-shaped thing, like a big ice cube that someone dropped in and just submerged and plopped in halfway in the snow with a flunk. That must be what it is, yeah. I mean, it does stand out, though, you have to admit. This whole, who's to say what the hell's going on in this place? You could look at anything up close and find something odd about it. Like that. You could say, that looks like a truck of some sort. And it does. But back here, it's just rocks and boulders. You could say that that's a little suspicious. That little square cube thing. You could. But I mean, is it? Or is it just some ice? I don't know. You come down here and look around. You drop 1,000 pin drops and so many pin drops it crashes your freaking computer every time you upload Google Earth. You do it! Now this is interesting, but I don't see the suspicion. Oh, you know what? One of the guys was pretty into pyramids. I'm guessing that he saw a cluster of pyramids here. That'd be my guess. Or a shadow. I don't know. I guess pyramids. That'd be my vote. Not saying that's what it is. Saying it's probably what it was suspected to be by someone within my friend group. Well, there's a few strangers too, but I can't take all the credit for having such glorious friends. And this extremely focused, high-resolution photography is clearly showing evidence of, I don't know, a dropped walkie-talkie. Yeah. You know, it makes me wonder if pin drops are still accurate. Because some of these, I just don't see anything. Maybe there was never anything. Did you ever think about that, Jimmy? Well, this is kind of interesting because, see, this thing looks like it has a shadow that's underneath it. It's a floating cotton ball. Probably not. I mean, I see faces in buildings, so I've lost all credibility when it comes to whether or not I have an imagination, because I do. That was a weird jump. They made it kind of blurry. It's strange. Let's explore this a little bit further. That's weird. Why they keep that one little area a little blurry. If we can adjust that a little bit. See, now that's the kind of stuff that drives you crazy. You got this high definition, high resolution areas over here. Right? You go all the way down in here with pretty much crystal clarity to the point where it looks like you can even see little seals on the rocks, maybe. Then you get over here and it's just completely blurry and useless. What's that? You see, that's the spot we're looking for, and that's the spot they won't let us see. And I think what it is this red spot here. It looks like there's been a murder. A bunch of murders. Looks like Antarctica is covering up for the murderer. Or whoever's in charge of these pictures doesn't want us to see the scene of the crime. And I don't think it was actually a murder that was suspected, but okay, you see here? Yeah, this is, of course, very reckless speculation, but do you see this here? With the blood? The theory was, I believe, that this was a suspected, like, hunting or fishing or kill site. And that is why they blocked it off. Since that sort of thing, fishing, mining, all that stuff is illegal in Antarctica, according to the treaty that 50 nations or so have signed on, and it's the only one that they all honor for some reason. Or do they? And maybe that's what we're doing. Maybe we're exposing an underground, completely diabolical and illegal mining and hunting and trapping operation. And that's why they're covering it up. Who knows? All I know is that I don't know anything. Bye, Killside. This one's got some little structures here, looking like some human activity. And here's, oh wow, it jumped a little bit in location. That's weird. But yeah, this not looking very natural. Another parallelogram, which, when said correctly, is the sexiest word that I know. Parallelogram. And here we have what appears to be another pyramidal shape, kind of, right? I'm guessing that's probably what that was. Pyramid? Or it's a face in the ice. My God, it's just ice demon. You see it, don't you? There he is again. He's the snow ghoul. And he says, I love winter, but when the ice melts, I'll be free. I'm guessing this was a pyramid. This is a random stop. It's not always about Antarctica, guys. Sometimes it's about strange triangles that you may or may not find out in the middle of the ocean. Strange triangles. Not exactly a perfect triangle, but a curious one nonetheless. Would you say? I mean, Any triangle that's out in the middle of the ocean like this, I'd say is a bit weird. It just happens to have clouds over it, sure. The only spot on the island where it rains, right here. They're right here too. Nowhere else though.
Oh, gee, that's not suspicious.
Who the f lives out here? You gotta be kidding me. Somebody is actually farming out here and digging little pools? That is bizarre. And what is this? This is like Trail of Trees, dude. But it's out here and this triangle, it must be like a canal or something that goes along there. What in the actual F? How does one end up out here farming like this? Or not farming, as it were. Whatever the Johnsons are doing, it's empty. And what, they come out here to get off the grid? There's a vehicle or two here. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just... What is this place, though? This is crazy. And there's more. Nice forested region. I mean, don't get me wrong. Having your own island, or at least sharing an island with 100 people, seems pretty cool. But what a strange thing. How does one move out here? And what's with all these looking like bubbling up of big geysers or old mud? There's kind of a lot of people. Oh, it's way too crowded now. Like 5 people moved here. I mean, I guess more than 5. But still, what is this place? And how does one move there? Because I am very interested in what the fuck is that? What? The ice is like, or is that just water? I don't know what I'm looking at. How is it this jacked up? That they just allow, like, are these pictures or not? It's starting to look like it's just a pastiche of various eras and years that they're just putting sheets of, I mean, like, what is this?
I want to live on this rock, Mummy. Far away from the boogeymans.
Yeah, well, let's see how the island has improved with age.
Oh, it got a bit more colorful. How about now?
How is this program this shitty? Like, how is anyone supposed to ascertain anything about this place? Well, sometimes it looks like this, sometimes it looks like this. What, they detonate a fucking bomb here? Bet you they did. It's probably one of those islands that they did testings on. And now what grows in the primordial soup?
We don't know, but it escaped and it started some farms, and they appear to be rather peaceful, actually.
Still, though, burn it down. What a bizarre place. Sorry I got so sidetracked, but let me see what this place is. Give it to me. Anatepatu, okay? Papa Nui. Papa Nui. Anatepahu. Oh, this is Easter Island stuff. How about that? So is this Easter Island? Or just another place with those weird Easter Island heads? That would make sense because it's pretty close to the subject matter at hand before I got so disturbingly sidetracked. But what is this place? Oh, Papa Nui Parque Nacional. Whoa. Oh, so yeah, Easter Islanders. Fascinating. Still though, how'd they get here? But back to here. Oh, I see. Very faintly. The cable. Yeah. And the cable again. Ad nauseum. And just a hop, skip, and a jump away, another cable. I don't know if what you're looking at is the cable or the shadow of the cable. Probably the shadow. But I don't get this part. I don't get the whitewashing and the scrubbing. I mean, maybe these programs are just that bad. You know what I should probably do is plug these locations into the web version. Let's see what we come up with. That's an interesting idea. Yes. Locked in a heated battle. First, let me make my move. What did he do? Oh, wait, I didn't see it. So he wanted him there, because that way he could jump. Let's find out. Oh, look at that. I'm already here. I don't think they do tours, though. Do they? Go. Untitled slide. What the fuck? Go. I don't get it. Sweet new feature, bro. Let's see if the footage is better or worse. Yeah, it looks about the same. Stick to the script, jerky. Go ahead. Ooh, thunderstorm. Lightning storm. What? What the hell was that? So, in 2005, it looked like 2010, it looked like this. Why was it pink? Oh, I see. So 2005, it looked like this. Now, though, it looks like that. Well, who's telling the truth? Well, I'm guessing this is why I was tagged, because it was, you know, purple. I don't know if that's some photography weirdness or what, but it looks like there's like a shelf here of ice that is now no longer here. You see what I'm saying, guys? Something is fucky with all this. How can we make sense of it, really, when it's doing things like that? How can you trust anything down here? You can't. I guess that's my point. I guess my point is, whatever this is, this Antarctica region, whether it's a continent on the bottom of the earth and no one's allowed to go to, or whether it's something more, you can't trust these pictures. A little bald patch here in random square shape. And this not looking very natural, looking like a structure covered in snow that is partially submerged. I mean, you can't even see the arched doorway here almost. How about that? And over here in this region, you have a bunch of gray. That's it. Just a river of weird gray, flat and gray. Totally natural. Oh, actually what they're not telling you. What is this over here? Well, I don't know, but I see the grid. I see it looking very straight and very much like I'm buried in the snow, like a village. Like when they excavate them, it's like you get the outlines of the house, and then they tell you all kinds of stuff about them.
Oh, we could tell this is a ball court because it looks just like all the other squares.
This area looking highly disturbed, much like the youth of today, and who could possibly draw any inference from that in this most unhelpful video? But you know what? Maybe I've made you go, what the fuck is going on? I need to go see for myself. And at that point I say, mission accomplished. Cha-cha-cha. Continuing on. Next slide, Jimmy. It's not a slideshow and there's no Jimmy. I know. Can't you let me have my delusions? Kinda. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Looks like 40 miles of bad road. Or looks like just a road. Neither one. And, just for emphasis, it's like, no, look harder. I don't see anything, dude. It looks rather covered up. It looks completely censored. What is this? What the hell's going on around here? Let's try it again. Oh, man. Such great looking photography.
Show it again? Oh, there it is. Oh, cool.
Whatever it was, it's gone now. They've whitewashed it from history and made me look like a fool.
Oh, quick, put the right layer on. Which layer is it? This one. This boring one. What about this square out here? Oh, fuck. Cover it up, quick. Move the ear.
Okay. We move the ear, and what do we see? I don't know. We see difference. We see now 2015 and 14. And later on in the year, 2014. That was the Great Blue Storm. And 2016, it would appear that all the ice is melted, and it's just a big ocean with floating specks. I mean, who the hell can trust this stuff? In the beginning, there was this. By beginning, what I mean is 2008. In 2008, you have this. Whatever this is. Pew, 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 pew. If you go out a little bit further, it covers it up. Boosh. Boosh. Who knows? Then 2009 came along. Whoa. Same cover. But over here got a little more green. And pink. And weird. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then 2010 brought a whole new layer of clarity, including this land bridge that abruptly cuts off right here. Then 2011 brings you no discernible difference. Boom. Then 2012 comes around, and then 13, and the world can't make up its mind. Then in 2014 it all disappears, except for the pink, and the green comes back over here. In a real way. Then 16. Oh shoot, we're back to the remix. Remix. Then 2017. Boosh. 2018. And now nobody knows what the hell this area actually looks like. And maybe we never will. That's the story of this pin drop. The moral of the story is, and then 11, 2012, it's even colder. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And that's what it looks like now. Virtually exactly the same as it always has, based on crap photography from a high-level plane masquerading as a space satellite. And through it all, this little cross-country skier. Something about this ain't right. Hopefully you can see that by now. And over here, we got some weird landmass. Hexagonal muddy tiles over there. And then over here, what we got is disturbances looking like weird ruins of the foundations of things, or just a series of plateaus and shelves like they would have in South America. Okay? A racing stripe. And a big frozen oval. Or a racetrack. Either way, why is it in Antarctica, huh? Why is there a racetrack out there, Dolores? And back to the, the weird photo layers, the random raking look. And they really just mailed it in here. You can look at my neighborhood and see if someone's in the backyard, but here they're like, just throw some clouds over it. Just put generic snow on repeat. And actually, this area, whatever this is over here, looks very high definition, very clear. So why can't we get this everywhere? Unless there's something dubious afoot. That answer is for you to decide. Along with this answer. Weird shadow. What is this rather right-angly looking shadow? From whence does it come? From whence? Here we have what appears to be little things poking up. I don't know what they are. Trees? People? Maybe it's people. Maybe a bunch of people live there still. Maybe, but maybe not. And way over on this part, we have what appears to be... Looks like something submerged in the mud here. This angle, but again, who can tell? Could just be shadow games. Could be. But, this looking rather manufactured, in a way, if you know what I mean. And if you don't, well, I don't either. So that makes two of us. It's probably enough for today, because this is going nowhere. Ancient hieroglyphics of a cricket lord. And I wonder how doctored up these are, since these are old pin drops. I can recall going through them back in the day, and thinking they were rather interesting. But now, it appears that whatever it was, it is all lost. Hold on, let me find it again here. Who knows?
All I know is that I don't know.
Cable after cable after cable after cable after cable after cable after cable. And more cables. Mother cable here. Cable there. Cable over here. Cable right there. Cable, 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 cable. Cable, 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 cable. You might call it a secret cable. Make a ball of cables. Stop. Go back. One more, Jimmy. Boosh. This here. Oh, well. We're back in the chaos zone. Well, I had a video about this prior to this one, and you can see here, compared to all that, this is still the most suspicious area in all of Antarctica. You tell me what this is if it's not fire, because I'm out of ideas. And what is all this movement? What is all of it? This to me looks like smoke. I don't know. But I've been all through this. You can see the other video for that. Go ahead, Jimmy. And here appears to be the prow of a ship or something of that nature. Something very manufactured looking. Although then you get to stuff like this and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? There's no way the ice actually looks like that. I mean, look at that. It looks like it's just an overlay. So again, can you tell anything from this footage? No. Does it make you curious? I don't know. Hopefully. Here's a hidden corner here. What are you hiding there, Google? That is your real name, even though we know it's not. Tricksters and shysters, no good hucksters and jive turkeys. More of the grid. And that's about all I can handle right now. So on that note, on that boring and uneventful note, I will see you. Okay, check it out. I know exactly what this is. I've seen this before. It's just the wrong perspective. Okay, what you got here is his body consists mostly of his head. He's got tiny legs down here. Here's one with his shoe. Here's the other. He's running, maybe leaping forward. This is his nose. He's rather skeletal, so it's just sort of snapped off here. He's not human, really. This is a big fang, and these are his front teeth. A big fang, and these are his front teeth. Nose, follow little hand, eye. Dark eye. He's looking upward. He's looking this way. He's got a headdress on, which is a band here and a little string, like the quill part or the stick part of the feather. Here. And up top, bloom, the feathers, the white feathers, flowing backward. It ends around here, and this right here is the back of his head. This is the head of an infant that he has carrying behind him, and this is part of the harness. This is the infant's arm. See, it goes through the harness here. And there's a break here. You can see his arm again. This whole thing is the harness. And this is his body, where it gets pink right here. This is his neck and his face. And he also has a headband. But he's blindfolded, and he's strapped on the back of his dad. And this is his leg, his hand, and the dad is flying through the air. One leg kicked back, this leg kicked. His mouth is open and horrendously large. This is the top of his teeth again. This is a fang. This is the bottom jaw. It's almost unhinged how open it is. And he's about to bite. A bipedal, meaning on two legs. Here's the little stick ankle and the big wooden Dutch shoe. This is a gown. Bipedal is running. This is the snout. This is the front, the arm here, and the arm is holding on to the tail of her friend who's pulling her. So this is the reindeer's arm holding on, the hand holding on. This is like the flowing gown, little red like underpart. This part is up because he has grabbed it. She's got wooden Dutch shoes on, spindly legs. She's leaning forward like an alligator, a bipedal alligator. See, here's the head, here's the snout out here. And she's grimacing. Her eyes are squinting here. And she's holding on the tail of her friend. Her friend is a scorpion on roller skates, at least for the back two legs are roller skates. And the front four, the mid four look like they're running. And then the two on the arms right here, and the claws up here, and the scorpion his tail is being held onto by his friend, presumably, and they're running from this guy. Do you guys see it?